Lavanya, shall I make you also a host, ma? Good morning. You're a student or?
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Pa.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. நீங்க ஒரு 9:25 மாதிரி ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, அமுதம்பிகை. நான் என்னோடது இப்ப மியூட்ல போட்டுக்கிறேன்.
Okay, ma'am. நம்ம சார் ஜாயின் பண்ண பின்னாடி அன்மியூட்
பண்ணப்புறம் நான் அப்படியே தான் இருக்கேன். முன்னாடி தான் லேப்டாப் முன்னாடி இருக்கேன். ஜாயின் பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
சரிங்க மேம், சரிங்க மேம்.
Achilangleshwari ma'am.
கனகராணி உங்களையும் நான் கோ-ஹோஸ்டா போடுறேன்.
Okay ma'am, okay.
Morning, good morning. Please, all of you mute yourselves. Students, all of you mute yourselves.
நடத்துறாங்களா அண்ணா?
இல்ல இது எப்படிலாம் நீ போ.
இல்லையே மேம்.
சொல்லுங்க கவி.
சார் மேம் 38 தான் இருக்காங்க போல.
அதான் இப்பதான் மிஸ் போட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ்க்கு வர சொல்லி. Good morning, sir. Welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, madam. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, madam.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, madam.
கிளாஸ்ல பாடுவது இந்த பாட்டு
Anusuya, please mute.
Vijay Rekha also please mute your side, ma.
சிஸ்டம் இருக்குல்ல சார், இது டிசிஎஸ் வச்சிருப்பாங்க, ஸோ கேமரா கூட
வச்சிருக்காங்க வாங்கணும்னே.
இவர்கிட்ட சொல்லி சித்தி சொல்லி
Ma'am, shall we start, sir?
Hello, madam. Hello,
Hello, sir.
madam. I should be permitted. I should be permitted as a co-host to share my screen.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Just
Ma'am, please give that Ramudra sir also co-host. நம்ம கோஸ்ட் இருந்தால சார் பண்ணாங்க. ஜஸ்ட் ஸ்பாட். ஸ்பீக்கர் போட்டுருங்க சார்.
கவிதா, நீங்க ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் எடுத்து விட்டுருங்க. சார் அப்பதான் ஸ்கிரீன் ஷேர் பண்ண முடியும்.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
இப்போ போட்டாங்க சார், கோகோஸ் போட்டாங்க. எங்க இருக்கீங்க?
Sir, shall we have a customary starting, sir? Okay, sir.
Ma'am, actually SAR connected for system also.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Please accept that one. We are having the material in the yeah.
A to Z. Okay, sir. Okay.
If you give that one, I'll get the
That
permission.
also I have given.
Yeah. Idhan sir. Now it is visible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Perfect.
Inge sir. Next one on every point now. Inge பாத்துக்கலாம் சார். இந்த அப்படி மாறும் சார். இல்லனா நீங்க ஆரம்பமா யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
ஆரம்பமா யூஸ் பண்ணிடலாம். ஓகே. இது F5 ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணுங்க full screen.
Okay.
Madam, now we can start.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Kavi? Dr. Kavita?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, a very pleasant morning to one and all. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
A very pleasant morning to one and all gathered here.
Yes, please.
With the blessing of Almighty and with all our prayers, today we start the program. Growth is never by mere chance. So it is the result of force working together. Yes, so we are all present here together for the webinar on orientation session by an innovation ambassador conducted by Institution Innovation Council of Sri Sharda College for Women. A smile is a universal welcome. I now invite Dr. P. Uma Mageshwari to welcome the
class teacher. Patko. Kavita. Mom.
Oh, Kavita.
Ma'am, please unmute your side, ma'am.
Yeah, you're audible, Kavita. You're audible.
Yes, pleasant and joyful morning to one and all gathered here. It's my immense pleasure and privilege to welcome you all. Together, as a family of Sri Sharada College, to make another landmark of success, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to the orientation session by an Innovation Ambassador program. With heart full of gratitude, I invoke blessings from Revered Director Samba and Secretary Amba in this occasion.
Ma'am, your mic is...
Yes.
Yes.
I am extremely happy to welcome our principal, Dr. R. Umarani, MCA, MPhil, PhD, President of Institutions Innovation Council of our college, who is the backbone in guiding and motivating us in all ways with full enthusiasm. I extend my warm welcome to our today's guest speaker, Dr. J. Amudaraj Joyson, ME, PhD, Professor and Head, Department of Information Science and Engineering, Rajarajeshwari College of Engineering, Bangalore, a man of distinct vision and a fountain person, head of illuminating ideas, treasurer of knowledge, innovation experience, and inspiration to all of us. We admire you, sir. You have made many achievements through your distinguished work in various capacities. I wish a warm welcome to our star faculty, Dr. Kavita, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, and the ever-willing Vice President, Dr. B. Amudambigai, and Convener, Dr. L. Agilandeshwari, and our wonderful team of IIC, the event coordinators, various event coordinators, and other IIC members and fellow faculty members. Last but not the least, my dear student, those who are eagerly waiting to achieve acquire the knowledge of about IIC. Everyone in our college has an equal hand behind the success of our college, because only by working together, one gets success. So on behalf of our institution's Innovation Council, I cordially welcome you all to this orientation session by an Innovation Ambassador. Thank you.
Ma'am, I humbly request Dr. L. Agilandeshwari ma'am, Assistant Professor of Chemistry and Convener of IIC, to introduce the resource person.
Thank you, Dr. Kavita. And I should thank Dr. Uma Maheshwari, NISP Coordinator, for a beautiful welcome address, which was very warm. And it's my pleasure to introduce the speaker of today, Professor Amudaraj Joyson, sir, who is the Head and Associate Professor of Information and Communication Engineering, Rajarajeshwari College of Engineering, Bangalore. And regarding his profile, it's a very sound and robust profile. He has completed his PhD degree from Anna University during 2012, and he has published 3 patents with Controllers of Patents Chennai office, and he has to his credit 21 research papers in refereed journals, all international, and he has presented about 12 papers in international conferences like IEEE, ACEEE conferences. He is guiding currently 3 PhD scholars in areas of sensor networks and content distribution networks. He has guided more than 55 MEs and MTech projects and more than 80 BE projects in his 18 years of teaching career in engineering colleges. He has guided 3 MPhil theses in computer science and computer applications in Madurai Kamaraj University, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He is one of the PhD thesis examiners for Bharat University, Chennai. He is the member of Doctoral Research Committee in the Faculty of Computer Science, Engineering and Information Technology, Department of Satyabama University, Chennai, St. Peter's University, Chennai, and also Bharat University, Chennai. Dr. Amudaraj is currently serving as a professor and HOD in Rajarajeshwari College, and he is a fellow member of Institution of Engineers, India, FIE, fellow member of Institution of Engineers, Calcutta, fellow member of IETE, life member of Computer Society of India, life member of Indian Society for Technical Education, life member of International Association of Engineers, and also life member of International Association of Computer Science and Information Technology. Dr. Amudaraj is also serving as a reviewer for International Journal of Network and Computer Applications, Computer and Communications, Elsevier Publications, and reviewer for International Journal of Computer Science and Information Security, USA. So apart from all this, he is a president of Innovation Institutions Innovation Cell of Rajarajeshwari College, who hosted the Innovation Ambassador Training, for which we had myself and Dr. Amudambigai, the Vice President of IIC Sharda College, had the privilege of attending and experiencing their hospitality. Sir was very, kind, and he used to inquire every break, he used to inquire us. And apart from all these, he's a very positive person with full spirit and warmth. So it's a privilege for me to be able to introduce him. Thank you, Dr. Kavita.
Thank you, ma'am, for your nice introduction. So may I now invite today's chief guest, Dr. G. Amudaraj, sir, to take over the session. Welcome, you, sir.
Madam, am I audible? Hello.
You're audible, sir. Perfect.
You're audible.
Happy morning to one and all present here. First of all, I thank Sri Sarada College for Women, Autonomous Salem, for inviting me to give an orientation session for the students and faculty members of your college. Especially, I extend my sincere thanks to Principal and President of IIC, Dr. R. Umarani Madam, Principal of Sarada College for Women. And I extend my sincere thanks to Dr. B. Uma Maheshwari Madam, NISP Coordinator and Vice President, and Dr. P. Amudambigai Madam, Vice President of Sri Sarada College for Women IIC Cell, and Dr. Ailandeshwari Madam, Convener of Sarada College Institution Innovation Council, and all the members and coordinators who are all behind this Innovation Ambassadors Orientation Session. Especially, I thank Dr. R. Kavita Madam for the wonderful organization of this special event, orientation session on innovation and entrepreneurship by an innovation ambassador. I am going to give an overview on what do you mean by innovation, what is entrepreneurship, how can we differentiate an entrepreneur with a businessman, and what do you mean by a startup business? What are all the capacities or what are all the skills required for an entrepreneur in those areas? How we have to design, how we have to formulate a problem, how we have to identify a problem to be addressed, then how we can find out an innovative solution for the particular problem. These things I am going to address. Yeah, especially we are going to talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. What is the support given by Institution Innovation Council, and what is the objective of National Innovation and Startup Policy for higher education institutions? How a faculty member and student members can involve in that National Innovation and Startup Policy, and how they can become an entrepreneur in the near future. Definitely, I will assure that within a frame of 2 years, Sri Sarada College for Women, students and faculty members of Sri Sarada College for Women will definitely come up with at least 3 startup ventures in the near future. Definitely it is possible, because how I can assure, I have seen 82 members are participating in this webinar, that too on a government holiday. Tamil Nadu government has declared as a holiday today, but 83 members are attending this wonderful webinar on innovation and entrepreneurship. Definitely the people of Sri Sarada College for Women definitely will make it happen. The Institution Innovation Council, this time they will get 5 out of 5, 5-star rating in the institution ranking, as well as they will make a milestone in the innovation and startup creation activities. These are all the objectives of National Innovation and Startup Policy, NISP 2019. I am very happy that you people also have established that NISP implementation team as well as Institution Innovation Council. The objective of National Innovation and Startup Policy is to enable the higher educational institutions to promote and support startup ecosystem in the college campus. To make the students involved in startup related activities in combination with or in collaboration with faculty members. Faculty members can also start their own startup business inside the campus. They can utilize 20% of the time in the working hours for the development of a startup business, as well as to create a startup ecosystem with the mentoring support by Institution Innovation Council, supported by Ministry of Education, to encourage, inspire and nurture students and faculty members by exposing them new ideas and process and research and entrepreneurship related activities to build self-reliant India. That is very much important in the competitive market at the global level. Our nation should be self-reliant in India in another 5 years. Then only we can be one of the developed nations in the world. Otherwise, we will be back to 20 years. So to raise the funds for incubation and pre-incubation facilities, lot of government agencies are ready to support us establishing the facilities for incubation and pre-incubation. That is DST, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Education, ACTE, TDP, TIFAC, and Department of Science and Industrial Research, then Council for Science and Industrial Research, then BIRAC, NSTEDP, National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board, National Research Development Corporation, then MSDE and MSME. These are all the government agencies. They are ready to fund for our ideas. We can convert that ideas into a prototype, that is working model, and we can start our own business, startup business, especially for women entrepreneurs. Definitely these agencies will definitely sponsor you, definitely funding you for the startup business. So yeah, a lot of NGOs also ready to support us with their corporate social responsibility CSR fund, as well as institution also can support, that is by allotting 1% of their total budget for the innovation and incubation activities inside the campus. That is CSR fund can be mobilized for the betterment of the institution, betterment of
See, kindly students, those who cannot remain silent, you can go away from the meeting. Sir, we are not able to hear you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Am I audible?
Sir, now only you are audible, sir.
Okay.
For the past-
Creativity and innovation. Creativity is an act of creating new ideas and imaginations and possibilities. That is invention. Marconi has invented radio. We are all using for the past 40 years or 50 years. We are all using the radio. TV has been invented. These are Wright brothers have invented aeroplane. We are all using it. For that, they don't have anything, but they have developed their own idea and they are developing the particular product. It is very new. Creativity is an act of creating a new idea or imagination and possibilities. That is Google car. It is an auto driving car. No need of a driver. In the driver's seat also one passenger can sit. It will automatically track the traffic in the city and it will move through. If you give the route map, then it will reach the particular marriage hall and you can attend the function. Then during return also, you can tell where you have to go. If after the marriage function is over, you are going for shopping or you are going for some other place, if you give the route map, definitely it will drive, auto drive, and it will reach you to the particular place. That is invention. But innovation, on the other hand, is doing things by introducing something new to the existing product. That is, we have done some contribution to the existing product and make the product effective into the market. And we are doing our own startup business. For example, this innovative auto, it is looking better compared to a normal yellow color auto. This is looking like a car. If you are going by using this car, auto, then you will be respected. You may not feel that it will be, you can feel AC also can be fit inside this auto. So you can feel comfortable. Even 10 rupees or 20 rupees may be high, but you will have rich experience. You will have a rich experience. So that is what innovation is. So innovation can be learned by anybody. So how can we compare creativity versus innovation? Creativity, it's an act of creating new idea or imagination and possibilities. But innovation is introducing something new to the existing product and make the product effective, which will be available in the market. By using that, we are doing some business. It is an imaginative process. Creativity is an imaginative process. We have to imagine how the product will be, how the radio should be, how the lamp should be. That is the invention. But innovation is a productive process. We are going to produce the particular product, or we are going to develop a particular process for the betterment of the users or betterment of the customers. It is customer centric. Innovation is always customer centric or user centric. It is measurable. The creativity cannot be measurable, but innovation can be measurable in terms of service quality, in terms of customer satisfaction. So it is purely measurable. Innovation can be measurable, but creativity cannot be measurable. What is it? Thinking something new, that is creativity. Introducing something new, that is, when the lamp was invented or when the bulb was invented by Thomas Alva Edison, he has thought something new and he has failed more times and he has invented the bulb. But the later LED bulbs, that is, we are introducing the concept how we are going to provide the light, that introducing some new concept into the existing bulb, and they have come up with an idea of LED bulb. Investment needed for creativity, that is for invention purpose, one lab we established, that is only thing. We can experiment with a particular lab and we can come up with a new solution. It is entirely new. We are developing it for a first time. But here, innovation, we are going to make it as a business. Whether that business will survive or we are going to fail. The startup business may survive or startup business may fail. We can't predict. So innovation requires a lot of investment in terms of time, in terms of money, or in terms of facilities, and in terms of team. Any risk involved. Here, creativity, no risk is there. But innovation, lot of risk involved. We may suffer due to financial crunch. We may suffer due to unable to establish a market for selling our product, selling our innovative product. So what is the difference between invention and innovation? That is, Thomas Alva Edison has invented that incandescent light. It is in the first bulb. I am showing the first bulb. It was invented by Thomas Alva Edison. Later, halogen lights have been developed and CFL bulbs were developed. Then LED lights are in. Nowadays, we are all using LED lights. It is based on the customer.
Sir, your mic is muted, sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Jumanji Dirsha. Padrima.
Sir, you are not audible.
Rendu kaathu.
Janani, please mute your side, ma.
Janani, please leave the meeting, ma. Hello, sir. Dr. Amudraj, sir. Hello, sir. Ma, inime students allowவே பண்ண வேண்டாம் உள்ளார. They are creating lot of problem. இனிமே admit ஆகவே வேண்டாம் students. Let them watch in YouTube.
Ma'am, even we can remove the Janani, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, you remove it. You remove Janani.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, sir.
மேம் அவருக்கு கால் பண்ணி பாருங்க வாட்ஸ்அப்ல.
கால் பண்ணாக்க அவரு phone reach ஆக மாட்டேங்குது.
But ma'am, sir is doing presentation. I think next slide.
Akila, somebody muted, I think.
Yes, ma'am. அது unmute பண்ண முடியலங்க ma'am.
Okay, okay. அவர்தான் பண்ண முடியும்.
இல்ல ma'am, sir unmute-ல தான் இருக்காரு.
But நமக்கு கேக்கல. நான் கால் பண்றேன் அவருக்கு ரீச் ஆக மாட்டேங்குது phone. இந்த ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் இனிமே 9:15 9:20க்கு மேல யாரையுமே அலோவ் பண்ணுவாங்க. They don't know the. Hello, sir. Very sorry. Yes, sir. No, we cannot hear you, sir. உங்களுக்கா?
Hello.
So now you are audible, sir.
Okay, madam. Thank you. So invention can be defined as a creation of a product or introduction of a process for the first time. That is incandescent light invented by Thomas Alva Edison for the first time. After that, lot of innovators, they have come up with the different solutions for the lamp. That is halogen lamps, then CFL bulbs and LED bulbs. What is the need for LED bulbs? It will reduce the energy consumption. If we eliminate our house with the LED lights, then our electricity bill will be reduced. So based on the user requirement, based on the customer requirement, to satisfy the customer, we are all going for the innovators are come up with a new solution. They are going to improve the existing product and make a significant contribution to an existing product or process and service to come up with the innovative product, which will be useful for the society, which will be useful, very useful for the customers and users. The innovation can be learned. That is, we should not think that as a arts college student or arts college faculty member, how I can become an innovator. That question may be in your mind, but we should not worry about those things. We can definitely do it because everyone can be systematically improve his skills or improve his capacity to how to innovate. One person cannot immediately jump at the first solution to find a better solution for the problem to be addressed. That is, the best solution will come after your nth attempt, or nth solution will be your best solution. So we have to improve. We have to curiously improve the product to make the customer happy, to satisfy the customers. So an innovator is someone who says, yes, that is one way to do it. Now I am currently developing the particular product or particular process. It is the one way to do it, but it doesn't mean that it is an optimum solution. Then he has to keep on thinking in a creative way to come up with a better solution, which will be useful for the customers. Then entrepreneur versus businessman. What do you mean by an entrepreneur? How can we differentiate an entrepreneur with a businessman? A businessman is a person who starts a business on an old concept. For example, a provisional store. A person running a grocery store or provisional store is a businessman. He is going to follow all the old concept or old existing idea, or he may run his own family business. That is, for example, Achi Masala owner, he is coming with masala product. That the son of the Achi Masala owner is taking care of the business. That is his own family business. He is running his own family business. That is your businessman. That is called businessman. Businessman is a person who starts a business on an old concept or existing idea or run the family business. So businessman will always follow traditional methods to run the business successfully. But an entrepreneur who will bring an unique creative idea to provide a solution for the particular problem, to develop an innovative product or service that will solve a problem and start a startup business. For example, in the year 95 to 2005, during that 10 years of tenure, nobody is using the mobile phone. Whenever we want to browse the internet, we have to go to the browsing center or we have to go to the computer lab and we have to browse it. Nowadays, everybody can browse the net in their mobile phone itself. Nowadays, previously, for example, before 2020, that lockdown, first phase of lockdown, all will think that if you want to give a guest lecture, I have to travel to Salem. Then I have to give a seminar on orientation session by an innovation ambassador. You have to arrange my travel. You have to arrange my stay. These are all the problems was there. But now we can present using a technical solution by using a Zoom app. We are all connected in a webinar. If it is a government holiday, yesterday I have planned and I was in Salem in a lot. Today we can't connect this. We can't conduct this kind of webinar today because it's a government holiday. No transport is available, so students may not be permitted to enter to the college, to the seminar hall. Faculty members cannot be available. So an entrepreneur who will bring a unique creative idea and develop an innovative product or service, it may be a software or it may be a hardware, but he should solve a problem and he is making that as a business model. That is your startup business. Everyone can be creative, but not everyone can be an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneur should have some kind of skills and some kind of capabilities or abilities and skills. What are all the things which will make an entrepreneur unique compared to the innovative person, compared to a creative person? There is entrepreneurial characteristics. These are all the characteristics of a true entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur. Be passionate. For example, he has to make it as a passion and he has to do the things. Then only he can be successful. He has to involve in all the activities. Then only he can be a successful person. So be passionate. As an entrepreneur, we should be passionate enough to create a product. Then be courageous. We should be bold enough to take a decision, bold enough to involve and make the things to happen. Otherwise, it is not possible because government rules and regulations may change, as well as lot of hurdles may come. Sometimes we are expecting some kind of business, but we cannot get that much business in the particular area. So we have to be courageous. We have to be bold enough to face the situation. Sometimes we may be facing a financial crunch. So we should be bold enough to take a loan and we have to make up the things to happen. Be curious. The curiosity is required. Curiosity means he has to be curious to learn new technology, curious to involve with the people, curious to listen the customers, curious to understand the needs of the customer, then only he can be a successful entrepreneur. Be creative. Always we should be creative. I am developing a particular product, then I cannot be satisfied with the existing product. The customer demand or customer needs will be constantly changing. So we have to make my solution, make the product more creative. That is, I have to think creatively and improve the product to satisfy the customers at present. So past product or past experience may not help us. Every day we have to learn new things. The entrepreneur has to understand the customers on daily basis or on periodical basis, and he has to develop his product. Then be consistent. He should be consistent. Then only he can survive in the market. Then only he can survive in the business. Otherwise, the business may fail. He may not constantly satisfy the customers. So he should be consistent. Be empathetic. That is, he should be a better listener. He should understand the needs. That is empathy. Empathy is a very important characteristic of an entrepreneur. Flexible. That is adaptability. He should adapt to the particular situation. An entrepreneur should be adaptive to technology, adaptive to changes. So then only he can survive. Then only he can become a successful entrepreneur. Be patient and perseverance. These are all the very important characters. Because sometimes the customers may come up with a different kind of complaints. They may come up with a dissatisfaction. Then we have to listen patiently and we have to continue the particular improvement. We have to work hard for the improvement. Be determined. We have to determine, because we have to be passionate as well as be determined. Then only we can provide better service to the customers. We can provide better solution to the customer. We can make our customers happy and satisfied. Be ambitious. He should be always ambitious. If he is not ambitious, then he cannot become a successful entrepreneur. So these are all the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. Then skills required. Entrepreneur skills. What do you mean by a skill? It's an ability that can be learned through training and practice. What is the meaning of a skill? That is, our failures will make us to refine us. That refinement is called as experience. That will be our capacity. That will become our ability. So a skill can be learned through training and practice. A skill can be learned based on our experience. So these are all the following skills an entrepreneur should show. People management skill. Because we are working in a team, we have to manage. Yeah, an entrepreneur should manage his team members properly. Then business skill. That is how we can take a business decision. Which is our business area? Who are all my customers? Who are all the users of my product? Who are all going to use my product? That how I can satisfy. We have to think as a customer and we have to develop the product. We have to think in the point of view of a customer, then only we will become a successful, we can do a successful startup business. Then communication skill. It is very much essential in the corporate world. It is very much essential. There is multi-language fluency, or how we are going to politely represent the things. That is very important. That is emotional intelligence that is required during a communication. Then computer skill. Nowadays, all the things are available in mobile phone and your computers. So computer skills and mobile usage skills are required for an entrepreneur. He should be a technical person to understand the things. He should be computer savvy in using the computers and mobile phones. Then decision making. It is a very, very important skill for a leader, or it is a very, very important skill for an entrepreneur. Sometimes financial decisions should be taken properly, and business decisions to be taken properly. Then people management decision has to be taken properly. So decision making skill is very, very important for an entrepreneur. Then problem solving skill. That is, problems may be different.
It may be a technical problem, or it may be a rules and regulations. Our government has issued a new regulations for selling the product, or they can come up with a new tax. How we are going to solve those problems? So problem solving skill is, we have to think in 360 degree, and we have to identify the problems, and we should have a better solution for the problem. Then mathematical and analytical skills to analyze the business situation, analyze the financial situation of the company, and we have to do the proper decisions. Then organizational skills and leadership skills. These are all the skills required for an entrepreneur. Then only he can become an entrepreneur. Then choice versus chance. Whether we are going to take entrepreneurship as a career choice, or by chance, I don't have any other things to do, so I was forced to do entrepreneurship. Whether it is a chance of becoming an entrepreneur, or I am making a choice, I have chosen as an entrepreneur, as a career opportunity for me. Make a choice. My humble request for all the women entrepreneurs, you should make a choice to bring a change in the society, to bring a change in the customer product. So you should need curiosity. You have to listen curiously to the customer. You should think in the way the customer is expecting. You should understand the customer's expectations and how I can better satisfy my customer. That curiosity is required. Then creativity. You should learn the new technology, and accordingly you should develop your product. You should upgrade your product, or you should upgrade your service. Then only we can withstand in the market. Then courage. That is, sometimes we are expecting something to happen, but something different may happen. We are expecting this much business during this Diwali season, or in the New Year season, or in the Ramjan season, but our business may not perform very well. Our startup business may not perform well. So at that time, we should have enough courage. At that time, we should be consistent to handle those situations. That is very much required. If you make entrepreneurship as a choice to bring a change in the customer satisfaction. What is a startup? Now we have discussed, up to now we have discussed about what do you mean by a business, what do you mean by entrepreneurship, what are all the skills required, what are all the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. Now what do you mean by a startup business? As per the definition of Department of Promotion for Industries, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, they have given a definition for a startup business. Startup business means it's an enterprise or it's an entity incorporated and registered under Registrations Act, Companies Act in India. It's not be established before 7 years, not prior to 7 years. However, for biotechnology startups, it may be 10 years. So within 10 years of establishment, as well as annual turnover should be less than 25 crores Indian rupees in any preceding financial year. Last 5 years or 7 years, we are taking annual turnover, it should be less than 25 crores. Then we can say that business or that entity as a startup. As well as then entity or an establishment, an enterprise should work towards innovation, constantly developing or improving its products and process or services. Then that business will be called as startup business. It is a scalable, that is, initially we may have 10,000 customers. Later it should become 1 million customers. Later it will become 1 billion customers. For example, Uber and Ola Cab. Initially they start with 1 or 2 cities. Later it will be famous in all the places. As well as that mobile app, this Zoom app. For example, we are thinking about the Zoom app. Lot of competitors are there, but anyhow, nowadays all over the world, more than billion people are using this web app for webinars or business communication. So it should provide a scalable business and also high potential of employment generation or wealth creation. This is mean by startup business. Benefits of startup recognition. That is, startup business can be self-certified and compliance under 9 environmental and labor laws. It should accordance. It should comply with 9 environmental and labor laws, as well as it should, as a startup business company, if you are filing a patent, it will be filed under fast track, as well as 80% of the rebate in filing the patent charges. These are all the provisions government has given to the startup business people. Then tax exemptions. Income tax for 3 years will be exempted on capital gains and also on investments above fair market values. Then winding up the company. It is possible in 90 days under insolvency and bankruptcy code. So these are all the benefits for a startup recognition. But the bad situation is 90% of the startup business may fail within 5 years of existence. But true entrepreneurs or true founders of the startups will never fail. Only startup business may fail, but true entrepreneurs or founders will not fail because they are working as a team. Their technology team will withstand with game and they will make it as a better product and they will succeed. Entrepreneurs will build a team. They are not working alone. They will build a team. So they will in turn build a startup business. That is what entrepreneurship is. We are having a big dream, but start small. 1,500 meters race will start with the first step. 5 kilometers running, it starts with the first step. So we are all thinking very big. I am going to develop a particular product. So we have to start small way and we have to iteratively proceed further and make the things to happen. It is possible. What is the role of IIC? How Institution Innovation Council will help you in starting a startup business? It's a Herculean task to build your first minimum viable product. For example, you are planning to develop a mobile app for a restaurant. For example, Selvi Mess, their biryani is very good. Their Gottu Paratha is very good. You want to do online business, then you can develop an app which will support online purchase of a Selvi Mess biryani or Talapagatti biryani. For that, we are developing a mobile app that is minimum viable product. We have to develop a mobile app with the help of computer science graduate, as well as some commerce or economics students also involved. Our faculty can also involve. They can give business ideas, or they can give the financial, how they have to manage the finance, how they have to calculate, how they have to charge the. Those things can be built as a team. So it's a Herculean task to build your first minimal viable product. That is a small alpha version or beta version of your software. Then minimum viable technology team, MVT, that is very much important. Then we can launch our minimum viable startup business. First, we have to establish by using a technical team and economics and financial team, we are establishing a minimum viable product that will be the first step in making our product. Later, with the help of MVT, minimum viable technology team, we can make minimum viable startup business, MVP. So IIC of Ministry of Education is organizing national level competitions like Smart India Hackathon, 5G Hackathon, National Innovation Contest 2021. That is, it involves idea competition, POC competition, and prototype exhibition and startup pitch. That is, we have to conceive an idea. As a women entrepreneur, you will be given more opportunities in Smart India Hackathon, 5G Hackathon, and National Innovation Contest. Each and every team must have at least one female member. That is the first criteria they mention. So you will get a very good opportunity as a women entrepreneur. You people will have a very good choice to make the things to happen. with the help of these kind of competition organized by Ministry of Education of IIC, Institution Innovation Council. The design thinking. First, we are planning to become an entrepreneur. We are going to identify a problem, and we are going to come up with the innovative solution. We are going to improve the particular service or particular product. That is, design thinking is essential. What do you mean by a design thinking? It is human-centered. It is collaborative. It is creative. It is iterative. That is, each and every iteration, we are fine-tuning the product. We are improving the customer satisfaction. That is iterative process. As well as it involves multidisciplinary problem-solving methodology. We cannot use only one approach. We need some mathematical approach to solve some kind of problem. That is, in the social media, the graph theoretical concept, a dominating set can be utilized. The dominating set can be applied. The graph theoretical dominating set concept can be applied for the social media. How many people can be followed? How, as well as the cryptographic techniques can be followed. It involves mathematics. So in that manner, we can secure our mobile app. We can secure our mobile app with the help of technology as well as some mathematical concept. As well as whenever we are coming up with a business, we need business analytics. We have to analyze the business. Where is the market is? How I can establish a market? Who are all my customers? How I can identify first 100 customers? Or how I can do 1,000 customers? For that, BBA students or MBA students may be in the team. They can help us. Our MBA faculty may help us in team formation as well as the market analysis. So what is design thinking? It is purely people-centered. We have to think what the customer thinks. We have to think what the customer is expecting. So the design thinking may not be related to client, may not be related to investor, may not be related to employees, but it is purely people-centered or customer-centered. So design thinking will integrate these three areas. That is business viability. How we are going to establish a business? Who are my customers? How I can improve the satisfaction of the customer by my product, by my process. That is what our objective is. Then another one, people's desirability. That is customer satisfaction or customer requirements analysis or customer expectations. These things are very much important. Then what is the technical feasibility? Whether my customers are having the mobile phone. For example, if you are come up with a solution for a farmer, for example, some of the startups, agriculture related startups, we have to establish, because farmers are not having the mobile phone. Even though they are having the mobile phone, they may not understand English. They may not understand English. They cannot interact in English. So we have to provide the solution in their native language. So technical feasibility. So whenever we are thinking about a solution for a problem, design thinking will integrate business viability. Who are all my customers? Where I am going to establish a business? What is my customer needs? What customers are expecting? Then technical feasibility. What is the thing available? How I can make my solution available to the particular customer in an easy to understand way and user friendly way. That is technical feasibility for making the customer satisfied, and also it will give a solution, user friendly solution to the customer. The design thinking process. We have to discover a problem. First thing is we have to discover a problem. For example, in a restaurant problem, what are all the, we have to define the problem in a single statement. For example, we are providing a solution for a restaurant. That is, we are making the restaurant which can get orders online and it will serve the particular food online. That is what we are going to implement. We are developing a mobile app for ordering the Selvi Mess biryani, or we can order, the customer can order Talapakatti biryani using our mobile app. Here, in a single statement, we are able to define in a single statement the problem we are going to solve is online ordering or online serving of food, non-vegetarian food to the customer. That is our single objective. For that, how I am going to charge, that is how I will improve my user satisfaction or customer satisfaction. That is very much important. As well as it will reduce the cost involved. It can reduce the cost involved. For example, in the particular day, for example, Saturday evening or Sunday evening, the crowd will be more. So if we go as a family to the particular restaurant, we have to wait for 1 hour or 2 hours. On that day, the head of the family may not be available, or one person may be ill. So we don't want to go to the restaurant, but we are planning to get the food to my home or to our place. For that, that is the timing, the timely serving, that is very important. So we have to consider these points, as well as we have to reduce the transportation cost. So if you order 3 hours before, this much rebate will be given, this much subsidy will be given. In that manner, we are advertising. Then we can definitely provide the food by reducing the transportation cost, and we will get more benefit, and the customer will also get more benefit. In that manner, we have to think in a different way. That is, we have to discover a problem and define the problem statement. Our objective is to increase the profit, reduce the transportation cost, as well as improve the customer satisfaction. These 3 things should be in our mind. Then definitely we can make our business success. We can make our startup business success. We can make our mobile app can be used by a lot of people. Dream about the solution. We have to think every minute, every second. It should be part and parcel of our life. The entire team should think about the solution. They should dream about the solution, better solution, optimum solution, which will reduce the transportation cost, which will improve the customer satisfaction, which will improve the profit of a third-party company, as well as self-image. In that manner, we have to think. First, we have to do a rapid prototyping model with 100 sample customers, and we are doing a rapid prototype. Later, it will be developed into a minimum viable product. Then we will deploy into the right market. Who is our customer? That is Teachers Colony or some other place. These are all the places, NGO Colony in Salem, or Teachers Colony in Salem, or some JJ Nagar or KK Nagar in Salem. That area people will be my customers. So how best I can provide their service, how best I can satisfy their needs. Then to early adopters. We are selecting 100 customers initially. We are focusing on the particular area in Salem, and we are establishing the business. Later, it can be developed. How to discover problem in design thinking? That is empathy. That is, a designer or an entrepreneur should have an empathy on user. He has to listen. He has to curious to listen. He has to adapt himself to listen to the customer. He has to think in the way the customer is thinking. He has to think how I can satisfy my customer. That is empathy. Here the empathy map, how to empathize. The innovator has to listen what the user is saying. He has to think what the user is thinking. He has to feel as a customer. How I will, if I am the customer of the particular product, what I am expecting, what is my family members will expect. In that manner, he has to feel like a user. And if I am a user, how I will do. In the similar way, he has to interact. He has to interact with the customers with the help of some feedback analysis. And he has to do this empathy map and understand the customer needs and how I can better satisfy the customers. In that manner, he has show empathy on customer or user and make the product viable, make the product profitable. These are all the unpack user stories will help us to improve our product. That is, user thought and belief will improve us. Users' feelings and emotions, we have to understand people's or users' feelings and emotions, and we have to understand actions and behaviors of the users with the help of some feedback analysis by getting some online feedbacks, and we should understand the customers. Based on the customers' feedback, we can improve our product, improve our service to better satisfy the customer needs. Define a problem statement. Here, the main goal is define the stage to get a coherent single problem statement. Here, we have to ask what we are going to solve. As an entrepreneur, what I am going to solve. Who is really affected by it? Who is really benefited out of it? Then what are the different ways of solving the problem? There are 7 solutions may be available or n solutions may be available. We have to identify a better solution for the particular problem. Then only we can solve amicably and we can satisfy our customers and we can make a business. So here, the inspiration, ideation and implementation. These 3 stages are very much essential for a startup business. That is, in the inspiration stage, as an entrepreneur, I have a design challenge. I have to design a solution for the particular problem. It may be a restaurant problem or it may be an online teaching problem. I have a design challenge. I have to develop a software. I have to develop a mobile app for online learning, or we are going to develop a mobile app for online restaurant ordering system. So how do I get started? Where I have to start? How do I conduct an interview? How do I stay customer centric? These are all the things we have to consider in the inspiration stage. Then ideation. We are given with an opportunity to design a solution or propose a solution. Then we have to collect the user requirements or customer requirements. How we are going to convert or how we are going to interpret. What are all the things we have listened or we have learned from the customer with the help of some questionnaire. So how do I turn my insight into tangible ideas? Then how do I make a prototype? That is working model. What do you mean by a prototype? It's a working model. That is minimum viable product. We are developing an app with 10 customers and they are ordering the biryani. How does it work? That is called your prototype. That working model. In the ideation stage, how we are going to interpret the customer needs into a solution methodology. Then how do I turn my insight into an idea or workable idea? Then how do I make a prototype? That is initial working model. Then later that prototype can be improved to make a better implementation. So I have an innovative solution. In the implementation stage, we have an innovative solution. That is our prototype. How do I make my concept into reality? That is, I have developed a minimum viable product. That is a mobile app. 10 customers are connected in the mobile app. They are ordering biryani in Selvi Mess or Talapakati biryani. So how does it work? Then how I can scale my business to 10,000 customers? Then how I can make the app available in all the cities in Tamil Nadu? Then how I can make the app available in all the cities of India? So how do I make my concept into reality? How do I evaluate if it is working properly? It will provide better market or better business opportunity. How do I plan for sustainability? Because establishing a startup business is very, very easy, but sustain in the business is very, very difficult because lot of competitors will come. They will occupy our market. They will pull our customers. So we may lose our customers. That is a possibility. So we have to plan for the sustainability for the long run. The role of institution innovation council in a higher education institution. as a higher education institution, as a arts college, as an autonomous college, you have all the freedom to organize these kind of activities to incubate or innovate the things. You can make some courses relevant to innovation, relevant to incubation at part of your curriculum itself. Some non-CGPA courses can be incorporated or included in the curriculum of BSc students and BCom students and BA students. So organizing entrepreneurship development programs, boot camps, and business trade shows for BBA and MBA graduates within the campus, ideation workshop, idea pitch presentation, trade show during the technical festival and symposium. Usually every college, we are organizing national level symposium or state level technical fest. During that time, we can organize some ideation workshop, idea pitch presentation. They can present their ideas. They can present their business ideas. They can present their startup ideas. And we can give the opportunity to do the trade show. They can, 5 teams or 6 teams can be given opportunity to do some business during the tech fest. Demo day exhibition. They can come up with their project. Instead of conducting project exhibition or project review, we can do demo day exhibition as a college. Then prototype exhibition, there is working model exhibition. These are all the things we can do as the Institution Innovation Council in a higher education institution. Then we, as a higher education institution, we can encourage our faculty members and student members to participate in national level idea contest, prototype exhibition, hackathon, startup-thon, and startup summit. The institution quality measurement and performance indication. In the past, in the year 2010 or in the year 2005, all the higher education institution will claim that we got 100% result. We got 5 university rank holders in the university examination. That is academic excellence is measured in terms of percentage of marks scored by the student and percentage of pass percentage, as well as university ranks. As well as we are claiming, as an educational institution, we are claiming we have a center of excellence in discrete mathematics. We are having a center of excellence in astrophysics. In that manner, all the higher education institutions are claiming past 10 years. Nowadays, they are all planning for placement opportunities, number of on-campus interviews, number of on-campus placements, number of off-campus placements. What is the hit ratio or what is the placement ratio of our college, placement percentage of college? That is the current trend. As well as we are all focusing on research excellence. How many papers published or how many patents published? How many papers have been published in standard journal papers, refereed journal papers, and funded research funds received from government agencies like DST, ASCT, UGC, and other institutions. These are all the things are the current scenario. But in the near future, innovation ranking, in the near future, within another 5 years, we are all coming across innovation ranking. That is IIC ranking and ARIA ranking are coming into force. NIRF ranking is going to come. So we have to measure our performance in terms of number of patents filed, number of patents published, number of patents funded by different organizations. The number of commercially viable products delivered to the society. It may be a mobile app or it may be a sanitizer to be given to the society with the help of chemistry department. With the help of MBA department, we are coming up with some startup business. Through mathematics department, we are coming up with some mathematical solution. So number of commercially viable products delivered to the society. Then what is the incubation facility? What is the investment? How many teams are working as an incubator in your organization? Incubation facility available in the campus. How many startups are established in the campus for last 5 years? In those manner, the higher educational institutions are going to be ranked very soon. So be ready to face the situation. Be qualitative. The startup business, the the toughest thing in creating a startup is getting started. That is, today we are going to start. We are going to decide. We are going to start a business in the particular area. The computer science graduates and computer science department faculty members can come up with a solution, mobile app solution for solving a particular problem. The other economics department or commerce department, they can come up with a viable solution for income tax reduction. In that manner, the different departments, multidisciplinary team will be formed to come up with a startup idea, and we will make the things to happen. So I once again remind you, innovation can be learned. It is not rocket science. It is just we can learn, we can earn some skills, we can acquire some skills, and we can be a successful entrepreneur. It is like swimming. If you fell down into the sea or fell down into the particular reservoir, then only you can be able to learn swimming. Otherwise, swimming is not possible. If you see videos, if you attend swimming classes, theoretical classes, we cannot learn swimming. If you are fell down into the well, then only we can learn swimming. If we are going into the swimming pool and we are trained by a trained coach, then only we can learn swimming. So the toughest thing in creating a startup business is getting started. If you involve as a team, definitely you will succeed. I congratulate the Sarada College for Women, the students, girl students and faculty members of Sarada College. Definitely you will come up with a perfect solution, the customer satisfied solution, and solve a problem, and you will run a successful business. I wish you all the best for all the faculty members and student members of Sarada College, because it's a government holiday, government declared holiday. More than 80 students and faculty members are attending this webinar. Definitely, you people have the courage, you people have the passion, you people have the competency to start a business, and you will be successful in your future career. Thank you very much.
Sir, more people have joined in YouTube also, sir.
Oh, okay, madam. Very good. Very good. Thank you, madam. Thank you. More than 150 members are joined. As per Ailandeshwari madam's comment, more than 150 or 200 students and faculty members are joined and listening to my lecture. It is a starting. The toughest thing in creating a startup is getting started. I wish all people to join as a team. It may be a multidisciplinary team to make a startup business, and within another 2 years, you can come up with a minimum viable product that will be scalable to a market available product. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. For your
Yes, madam.
Yes,
Any
sir.
queries you can ask.
The participants can post your questions in the chat box.
Madam,
Yes, sir.
Sir, as such, how do we make the students to participate in making prototypes and all, sir?
madam,
were-
in the final semester, the end semester, some mini project will be there as part of their curriculum.
Yeah.
As well, otherwise, at the end of the second year, during the vacation period, we can give them, we can come up, we ask the students to come with some kind of problems, and we can give some ideation workshop, how to develop that product, how to make the solution affordable.
Okay.
Then we can support them by giving our input, and we can make the things possible. It will take at least 1 year. So they have to think and they have to learn the particular technology. For example, computer science students, as part of their curriculum, they have a mobile app development theory subject or mobile app development lab. Then in that, we have to incorporate a mini project, as well as microprocessor and microcontroller subject may be there. They can come up with some mini project. That project they can explain. Then later we will add some components, some features into the particular component, and we will make that as a minimal viable product. Then later they can improve upon, and it can be available as a product.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, one more doubt, sir. Now the students have a feeling that they should not let their ideas out. What is your opinion about that, sir?
Madam, for that, the motivation is required. Motivation is required, as well as some financial funding, some seed funding can be given by the organization, with the undertaking that within this period we will come up with the product. This is what the training we will undergo. So yes, training cost can be borne by the management. Later they will come up with a solution for that. In our college, we are usually conducting project exhibition earlier. But now we make that into a prototype expo. They should come up with a solution for the particular thing. So prototype expo will be given sponsorship or will be given funding by the college. As well as a faculty, we participated in national level startup-thon organized by National Engineering College. And we got a minimum viable product fund, MVP fund of rupees 88,000. By using that, we are developing a mobile app. Myself and 3 student members and 1 more faculty from EC department. We 5 people presented our idea in a national level startup-thon. Wow. They are giving a sponsorship fund for developing a minimal viable product. That minimal viable product we have to launch before 31st January. Oh. So we should have a deadline. Then only we will make the things to happen.
Correct, sir. Wow, that's great, sir. You are on the.
Thank you.
Sir, thing is, sir, இப்போ இவங்க வந்து prototype அந்த ஐடியா வந்து let out பண்ணாங்கன்னா காப்பிங்க்கு வந்து அவங்களுக்கு the protection என்ன இருக்கு சார்? Till they get the patent, somebody else can also copy இல்லையா சார்?
காப்பி பண்றதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. அதனால அந்த ஐடியாவை நம்ம நிறைய பிரசன்ட் பண்ண கூடாது. ஆக்சுவலா இந்த ஸ்டார்ட் அப் தான் அந்த மாதிரி இதுக்கு போகும்போது பெர்ஃபெக்ட்டா போய் இது பண்ணிட்டா பண்ணலாம். இந்த ஸ்டார்ட் அப் தான் நேஷனல் லெவல் ஸ்டார்ட் அப் தான், நேஷனல் லெவல் ஹேக்கத்தான் நிறைய பெங்களூர்ல நிறைய டீம்டு யூனிவர்சிட்டிஸ் வந்து ரெகுலரா ஆர்கனைஸ் பண்றாங்க. Every 6 months they are organizing some hackathon or startup thon. In that we can present our ideas. First it should be an idea presentation, then it should become a proof of concept. In the proof of concept, what is the technology adaptability or technical feasibility to solve the particular problem? Then what is the financial viability?
Okay.
That kind of analysis we have to do. Then it is called as proof of concept. Okay. Then later it will become a working model.
Okay, sir. Sir, in case இந்த மாதிரி இடத்துல வந்து போய் பிரசன்ட் பண்ணிட்டானா அது நமக்கு proof, யாரும் காப்பி பண்ண முடியாதுங்கிறதுக்கு proof.
ஆமா. ஏன்னா அது இப்ப இதுல வந்துருதுல. நம்ம தான் அத இது பண்றோம். அதுக்கு அடுத்து நம்ம பேட்டன்டாவும் அத ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிரலாம். At the earliest patent ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணிட்டா nobody will claim it. We are the first person to claim it. If anybody want to make that as a product, then they have to pay. That is, they have to fund for us. Okay. Otherwise, they have to accommodate us in the team, and they can working on it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. I think some student Gautami was trying to unmute. உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது டவுட் இருந்தா அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேசலாமா? Gautami, you were trying to unmute. Or you can post the questions in the. Please don't make noise. If you have to ask any question, you can unmute or you can just post the question.
Badmupriya, you can ask your question. If you can post your question in the chat box.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir, our college is not funded by any external sources, sir. This is Samudambigi. In order to conduct even such programs, we are not funded by any external sources. What can we do, sir, in such cases?
Apply, madam. We can apply for national level startup. We can apply UGC and as well as NRDC, the NST EDP. They will call for. Then IST, through IST chapter also we can get some funds. So we can organize those kind of activities with the government funding. That is possible. As a women entrepreneur or women entrepreneurship cell, definitely you will get a very good amount. Because now NISP, National Innovation and Startup Policy Implementation Team, as well as IIC team, they are very much interested in involving women entrepreneurs. So they are ready to support. If your college is a women college, definitely they will fund you. They will definitely fund you at least 50,000 minimum for a national conference or national level startup.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
More questions from the participants?
Even IIC faculty can ask any question if you have any doubt.
Sir, can you give us some light on NISP? Just now, Dr. Uma Maheshwari Madam joined as NISP coordinator, sir.
Okay.
So, like what will be the kind of role that she has to play, and what she will be having a orientation, I think, sir.
The orientation program, last month they conducted some orientation program for the innovation coordinators, NISP coordinators.
Okay.
In that they are telling that we have to form a committee, NISP implementation committee at the institute level. Here we can incorporate some alumni members. They are working in companies as a technical person. We can include them, as well as we can include some startup companies, as well as some persons from NGO organizations, as well as some of the incubation enablers, incubation ecosystem enablers. Some companies are there. We can involve them also, as well as some senior 5 to 6 members from the college. We have to establish a committee for implementing National Innovation and Startup Policy, as well as we have to plan for the activities, and we have to post those activities in collaboration with IIC in the website, college website. And we have to come up with a solution for fund opportunities, where we can get some funds. The institution can come up with some good amount of funding, as well as we can get, for example, some training, or if you want to bring your students to some established IICs, for example, Kongu Engineering College or Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, they are all having established incubation cell or incubation centers. It is funded by government organizations, NST EDP or IEDC cell. They have funded, and they have a very good incubation facility. We will go for a visit, and we can get some training there for a 2 days training or 3 days training at free of cost, and the students can do that. These kind of activities at the initial stage, we can do it.
Yes, sir.
As a NISP implementation team, we can do these kind of activities. As well as some big companies, for example, some mills in Salem and Tirupur area, lot of mills are there. They are having corporate social responsibility fund, CSR fund.
Yes.
So we can apply through chemistry department. We can come up with a solution for dyeing industry to refine the wastewater, to purify the wastewater. So we can go with those kind of funding, and we can go for some awareness program on how to do that. That employees can be given some awareness on how to purify the dyeing, the impure water from the dyeing industry. Those kind of programs we can organize, and we will generate some funds.
Okay. Sir, I have one more doubt, sir. Sir, நீங்க வந்து இப்ப NISP எஸ்டாப்லிஷ் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்றீங்கல்ல சார், அதுக்கு கீழே வந்து நிறைய ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் நீங்க சொல்றீங்க சார். இப்போ ஐஐசில மேண்டேட்டரியா சில ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் இருக்குல்ல சார், இப்போ NISPல பண்றத வந்து ஐஐசில வந்து நம்ம
காமிச்சுக்கிடலாம். ரெண்டுமே இது பண்ணிக்கலாம். அது ரெண்டும் ஒரே இதுக்குள்ளதான் வருது.
ஒரே இதுக்குள்ள.
ஆக்சுவலா அந்த தீவன் ஷா, அபய் ஜிரே அவங்க தான் அது ரெண்டுக்குமே கோஆர்டினேட்டர்.
ஓகே சார்.
நேஷனல் லெவல்ல பாக்கும்போது டாக்டர் அபய் ஜிரே அவர் சீஃப் இன்னோவேஷன் ஆபீசர், இவர் அசிஸ்டன்ட் டைரக்டர் இன்னோவேஷன், யாரு தீவன் ஷா.
ஓகே சார்.
அவர் தான் அந்த நேஷனல் இன்னோவேஷன் பாலிசி டிராஃப்ட் பண்ண கமிட்டில மெயின் மெம்பர், யாரு தீவன் ஷா.
ஓகே சார். ஓகே
சார். இன்குபேஷன் சென்டர்
ஆக்டிவிட்டியுமே கம்பைன்டா பண்ணலாம், ஒன்னும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே
சார், இன்குபேஷன் சென்டர் எஸ்டாப்லிஷ் பண்ணனும்னா நமக்கு மினிமம் ரெக்யர்மென்ட் என்னங்க சார்?
மினிமம் ரெக்யர்மென்ட் யூ ஹேவ் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை. இப்ப கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் ரிலேட்டட் இது வந்து நம்ம பண்ண போறோமா, ஸ்டார்ட் அப் பிசினஸ் பண்ண போறோமா, அல்லது எந்த இதுல பண்ண போறோமோ அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து பண்ணணும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இப்போ கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டும் மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் அண்ட் அதர் காமர்ஸ் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ரெண்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட், ஒவ்வொரு டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ரெண்டு ஸ்டூடெண்ட், 2 ஃபேக்கல்டி, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 2 அல்லது 3 டீம் நம்ம ஃபார்ம் பண்றோம். அவங்க வந்து எல்லாம் மொபைல் ஆப் டெவலப் பண்ண போறாங்க. அந்த மொபைல் ஆப் மூலமா பிசினஸ் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ண போறோம். அந்த பிசினஸ் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்றதுக்கு மொபைல் ஆப்ல ட்ரைனிங் கொடுக்கணும். அது மாதிரி காஸ்ட் அனாலிசிஸ், எவ்வளவு பினான்சியல் காஸ்ட் வரும், எவ்வளவு நம்ம வந்து கமிஷன் சார்ஜ் பண்ண போறோம், எவ்வளவு டாக்ஸ் கட்ட வேண்டியது வரும், அதெல்லாம் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் கிராஜுவேட் மே நாட் நோ, கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் ஃபேக்கல்டி மே நாட் நோ. He or she may be given training on app development, but other faculty members, implementation side, Python or some other language we are going to use, அது வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் பண்ண முடியும். அதே நேரத்துல காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஆர் எக்கனாமிக் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான் நமக்கு வந்து பினான்சியல் இது வந்து எப்படி வந்து பிளான் பண்றது, மார்க்கெட் அனாலிசிஸ் எப்படி பண்றது அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பிபிஏ கிராஜுவேட், பிகாம் கிராஜுவேட் அவங்க தான் நமக்கு சொல்ல முடியும். நம்ம அதை வந்து பண்ண முடியாது. அதனால அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம இது பண்ணலாம். அதே மாதிரி இப்ப அந்த ஐபிஆர், அது மாதிரி இன்னோவேஷன் அண்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் அப், இதுக்கு வந்து MBA ப்ரோக்ராமே அவங்க கொடுக்குறாங்க. MHRD வந்து MOE வந்து மினிஸ்ட்ரி ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன் ஃப்ரம் இன்குபேஷன் தே ஆர் கிவிங் 2 MBA programs ஆர் போஸ்ட் கிராஜுவேட் டிப்ளமா ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் இன் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் அண்ட் இன்னோவேஷன். அதுலயே வந்து பண்றாங்க. அந்த டீடைல்ஸ் நான் மேடத்துக்கு ஷேர் பண்றேன், யார் ஐலாண்டி மேடத்துக்கு ஷேர் பண்றேன், என்னென்ன கோர்ஸ் பண்றாங்க. அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம டீம் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி ஒர்க் பண்ணிடலாம். இப்போ மொபைல் ஆப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் லேப் எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கும், அவ்வளவுதான். மற்றபடி பண்ணிட முடியும்.
ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ சார். அதுக்கு லேண்டும் அண்ணா தேவைப்படுமாங்க சார்? எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு?
ஒன்லி அந்த இன்குபேஷன் சென்டருக்கு அட்லீஸ்ட் 5000 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் ஒரு இது கொடுக்கணும், ஒரு லேப் ஃபெசிலிட்டி அல்லது ஒரு சென்டர் ஃபெசிலிட்டி, ஒரு ஆடிட்டோரியம் மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதை வந்து நம்ம பார்ட்டிஷன் பண்ணி அதுல சிஇஓக்கு ஒரு பிளேஸ், மற்றபடி அந்த இது ஆப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் லேப் அந்த மாதிரி வந்து ஒரு 2000 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட் 1500 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட்ல மினிமமா ஆரம்பிச்சுட்டு லேட்டர் இட் கேன் பி எக்ஸ்டெண்டட் டு 10,000 ஸ்கொயர் ஃபீட். அப்படி பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
அந்த ப்ரீ இன்குபேஷன்ங்கிறதுக்கு இந்த ரெகுலேஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடையாது தானே?
கிடையாது. அது வந்து இன்குபேஷன் வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா, ஆல்ரெடி எஸ்டாப்லிஷ்ட் இன்குபேஷன் சென்டர் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அங்க நம்ம பசங்க வந்து அந்த இதுல வந்து ட்ரைனிங்க்கு போறது மாதிரி இது பண்ணலாம். அது வந்து ஆல்ரெடி கவர்மெண்ட் சப்போர்ட்டட், கவர்மெண்ட் ஃபண்டட். அதனால நம்ம இந்த NISP கோஆர்டினேட்டரா நம்ம லெட்டர் அனுப்புனோம்னா அவங்க கண்டிப்பா பெர்மிட் பண்ணணும். அந்த கோ இன்குபேட்டியா நம்மள அகாமடேட் பண்ணி பெர்மிட் பண்ணணும். They will give free of cost training to our students and faculty members who are nominated by the NISP coordinator.
Oh, great sir, that's a great information.
Sir, I am Uma Maheshwari sir. Can we get fund from government for the setup of incubation center?
Yeah, definitely madam, பண்ண முடியும். ஆனா அதுக்கு முன்னாடி அவங்க என்ன எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்கன்னா, என்னென்ன ஆக்டிவிட்டி நம்ம பண்ணி இருக்கிறோம். அது மாதிரி இப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த ஏரியால பாத்தீங்கன்னா, அந்த சேலம், திருப்பூர் அந்த ஏரியாவை பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய டையிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இருக்குது. அதுல வந்து வாட்டர் வந்து இம்பியூர் வாட்டரை அவங்க இது பண்ணி விடுறாங்க. அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம வந்து இது பண்ணலாம், ஒரு ஆப் டெவலப் பண்ணி அதை மெஷர்மெண்ட் பண்றதுக்கு ஈஸியா ஒரு டூல் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். அல்லது ஒரு கெமிக்கல் அதை ஆட் பண்ணோம்னா அதை நியூட்ரியன்ட் பண்ணிடும். அந்த டையிங் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இருந்து வரக்கூடிய வேஸ்ட் வாட்டரை நியூட்ரலைஸ் பண்ணி கொடுக்குற மாதிரி அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இன்னோவேட்டிவ் ஏரியால நம்ம வந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணி ஒரு கெமிஸ்ட்ரி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ப்ரொஃபசர், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் as well as computer science student and electronics student. இந்த மாதிரி வந்து combined ஒரு டீம் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி faculty student அந்த மாதிரி வந்து experts available, we will come up with a solution அப்படிங்கிற அந்த கான்ஃபிடன்ஸை கொடுக்குற மாதிரி இது பண்ணோம்னா NST EDC எல்லாம் ஃபண்ட்ஸ் வாங்க மாட்டோம். அதே மாதிரி அடல் இன்குபேஷன் சென்டர் AIC அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இது இருக்குது. அது எல்லாத்துக்கும் சில மெஷர்மெண்ட் வச்சிருப்பாங்க. அதாவது NBA அக்ரெடிஷன் இருக்குதா, NAC அக்ரெடிஷன் இருக்குதா, அது மாதிரி நம்ம கரிக்குலம் எப்படி இருக்குது, நம்மகிட்ட டீம், அந்த டீம் வந்து ஸ்ட்ராங்கான டீமா இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுவாங்களா அப்படிங்கிற அசஸ்மெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு they will sanction it. It's not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Any other questions, ma'am?
No, Dr. Kavita.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, thank you for your. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your.
Thank you.
Speech. And we are all grateful for the time and effort you took to share your ideas and experience with us. Yes, sir. You have given a clear idea about the startups. Yes, and also we have stimulated and also filled our minds to start a startup. So definitely in your future, we'll get started to startup. Thank you for your. And also I would like to
thank you, madam. Thank you very much,
sir, to get a 5-star in your IIT. No. It's the beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of. I now invite Dr. B. Amudambige ma'am, Assistant Professor of Maths and President of IIC, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Kavita. Good morning to one and all present here. It's my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to our revered Ambas for blessing us all and for having given permission to conduct such a wonderful webinar through our IIC. Next, I would like to convey my deepest gratitude to our dynamic principal, who is the guiding star of all our activities. On behalf of our IIC and on my own behalf, I would like to express our genuine appreciation for our resource persons' remarkable and excellent service as the innovation ambassador. The contributions you have made to our IIC staff and students over the past 1.5 hours have been invaluable to us. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely be going to encourage us in all our future events. We all are highly motivated towards the great work which can be achieved through our IIC. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. You have really given us a crystal clear idea on double diamond structure of design thinking process and startup, and also the way to achieve the same. Really, this webinar will be a turning point to all of us in our IIC meeting history. A big thank you to you, sir, for your great efforts towards the detailed and valuable explanation about innovation and entrepreneurship. We all are inspired by your great words. I assure you that we will achieve as well as more activities as you have mentioned. Our special thanks to you.
Thank you, madam.
For clearing our doubts, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Next, I must mention my deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to our NISP coordinator, Dr. P. Uma Maheswari, HOD and Associate Professor of Botany Department, for her constant support and guidance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of motivated and dedicated friends of our IIC team. My special thanks to our convener, Dr. L. Akhilandeswari, for arranging such a wonderful resource person for our today's program. I also wish to express my glad and honest appreciation to Dr. R. Kavita, who is the star faculty of today's program, and for arranging everything towards this program. And I am very much grateful to our social media coordinator, Dr. C. Preeta, for her constant support. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thanks to all our IAC faculty for their perfect logistic support. And we also would like to acknowledge and our gratitude to all other staff and students from various institutions. My special thanks to Mr. Suresh Kumar, teacher in Art of Living, and all good-hearted people who have helped us by providing this Zoom platform at the right time. Last but not least, I must thank all our IAC and non-IAC children for their enthusiasm and honest participation in all our webinars. On the whole, I convey my sincere thanks to the Almighty. Thank you all.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kavita. Sir, thank you so much, sir. வேர்ட்ஸே இல்லைங்க சார், உங்களோட வேல்யூபிள் இவ்வளோ நேரம் எங்களுக்காக ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க சார். ரொம்ப ரொம்ப தேங்க்ஸுங்க சார்.
Really, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
We are requesting the participants to fill up the feedback form.
Akila, shall we?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. I am leaving, madam. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, Uma ma'am and Amuda ma'am, shall we end?
Yes, Akila, we can end. Thank you, ma'am.
Students கிட்ட வந்து ஒரு ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிடலாம்ல மேம், மியூட் பண்றதுக்கு. They should have the responsibility that they should not spoil the meetings.
அவங்களுக்கு தெரியவே இல்ல.
Yes ma'am, அது ஃபுல்லா டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆகுது.
Can stop recording, ma'am?
Yeah, I can stop recording and then we can tell the students a word.
YouTube live stop பண்ணிரலாம்ப்பா.